So this is Zaina. She lives on the 5th floor in one of the dorms at Michigan State. I met her through a mutual friend. And we are of different cultures.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so for the project, I chose to interview Zaina because she practices.
I am a Muslim American.
And I am not. So, yeah, our cultures differ. Education-wise, probably from our parents, we were taught different ways and from our culture. So my plan for the project is I will be interviewing Zaina every so often about how she approaches education and how her, I guess, guidelines in a sense from being a kid have taught her to teach herself in a way, learn basic education stuff. So we're both supposed to just talk about our own cultures, our own cultural background. So I'm African American. I was born in Canada but moved to the U.S. Really, my parents weren't too strict on education as long as I didn't come back with like less than B minuses. They were pretty lenient about that stuff. They just wanted me to do decently well in school. I'm not really sure what that has to do with my race, seeing as typical the association with African Americans is that they're held at a lower education standard in a sense, and my grades for my race were kind of above the average, so my parents, I guess, would have thought outside the box in a sense for my racial standards. I was raised Christian. I'm agnostic right now, so I'm not really sure what that will have like an effect on my religion, or sorry, my education, but there's that information. I'm not sure that would really affect or do anything, but yeah, that's I feel like that's really it for my own culture.
Well, I am Lebanese American. My parents are from Lebanon, but I was born in Brooklyn, New York, and I've lived in Canada and in the US and Saudi Arabia. I've been all over the place. I was born into a Muslim family, and well, I mean, education-wise, my parents have actually been pretty like strict about school, like not extremely strict, but they always expected me to do really well and to continuously like achieve like high grades, like A's and stuff. But they were pretty like understanding if, for example, I got like a B plus in one class. They weren't like extremely mad or anything, but they did have like high expectations in terms of my education. And well,
has your religion or race, do you think, came into effect with your education?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like because my parents came here from Lebanon, like they both worked really hard. They're like they came here when they really didn't have much. They were residents trying to become doctors, and I guess they kind of hoped that like I would take what they like they gave me this opportunity to like have an easier life, and like being in the US, that's like, yeah, we have like much more opportunities to be more successful people. So yeah, I think that because of that impact, like they wanted me to always achieve high like goals and things, because they wanted me to do better, because they in their mind, like they brought me here in order for me to achieve like better things and do really well and have a successful life. So yeah, I think that definitely had an impact on it.
So yeah, that's kind of how our cultures differ in a sense. Another thing, I guess, would be our sex. I'm a guy, she's a girl. I'm not sure how that would have an effect on our education, but hopefully from following Zaina around and interviewing her more, I'll pick up on the differences and see how they work and affect. But that's really it. I'm going to try and go to some of Zaina's classes, probably study around her sometimes, see how things go, and just take it from there. That's the time.
You have 5 minutes.
Okay, cool.